All right. I haven't done this, or I haven't recorded in a little bit, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, guys. As usual, our frames are gonna be super low because God hates me. God hates me specifically. 1 second. I'm currently faking my tier, guys. Whoopsie daisy. I gotta put on my real tier because actually, yeah, I'm gonna explain. So I did all of my tier testing in like the past couple weeks, and as you can see, it did not go well. We'll get into that, but today, welcome back to MCPVP. We're gonna be talking about my favorite topic, uh, whatever I'm gonna be doing with my autism today. We got a fellow high tier 5 here. Um, oh yeah, we were gonna be talking about the development of medieval warfare. Come on. This guy's literally one hit, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be trying today, mostly because, oh, my ping! We're on like 40 something FPS. Surely. I don't feel like Axe is an FPS intensive game mode like Netherite Pod is. This guy's going to be cooking something ferocious. Ooh. Anyways, that is the that is the average skill of a high tier 5. He did almost goob me, and I guess yeah, I'm my what was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, ADHD, guys. All right. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. We got yeah, the development of medieval warfare. So naturally, warfare throughout the Middle Ages, that was everything was like based on how far an arrow could shoot, you know? Because if you could just like throw all of your like you could make all of your archers just like catapult the your oh we're gonna get to catapults in a little bit. If you could just make all of your archers like try hard and murder the enemy without sending out your cavalry and getting like people in danger. So you would have like obviously you want more people because that's just nice to have, but you would get like less of your men just murdered. See what you want to do is you want to get all of your archers in the back, and you just want them to murder everyone else without having to interact with them. Because as we all know, arrows are a lot cheaper. Arrows are a lot cheaper than human lives. It takes me 5 minutes to make an arrow. It takes someone like what 16 years to make a decently mature soldier, and you gotta like feed it and whatnot. You don't have to feed an arrow, and you're only using like if you have good archers, you only need like one arrow per person. That is the average skill of of an axe player, by the way, guys. He just got destroyed by me on a very low FPS. We're gonna turn off all of our things that we don't need, guys. So we I love having a terrible computer. Like my computer is actually like very bad, and somehow I managed to hit like rank 1500, and by somehow I mean I just tested a bunch in all the different game modes. I got 3 high tier 4s and 4 high tier 5s, which is like that. I think that puts me at like the perfect average of a PvPer, obviously, because like I don't know live PvP. I think like I got school and like I played survival. Obviously, I play on different servers. Holy shit, this guy's this guy's abusing how laggy I am. Oh my god, and how laggy he is. Goodness gracious, guys. I did. I made high tier 4 in like the unexpected game modes, or like the game modes that I thought I was shit at. So like I made a high tier 4 in SMP, which is my main. I got high tier 4 in pot, and I got high tier 4 in sword. Like here, you can see my tier tagger. Weevil underscore. See? That's, I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of, I got no low tier 4s. And if I was gonna get a low tier 4, I would think it would be axe. But like, you know how it is. Or Nethpot. Like, I'm good at Nethpot, but my issue is my tester had me test on a stray, and I have awful ping on stray. Like, my ping on stray is ridiculous. I don't know if I should turn off the chat, because like I don't really care. I missed that crossbow. That's gonna lose us the game. And that one. It'll be fine though. We got him. GG. And so like, all right, what do I want to start out? I think my high tier, like when I did my SMP test, we did it on Legacy, and I have bad internet. Like the only server I don't have like awful internet on are like central servers, because I live in the western side of the United States, and like west.us pvp. And I tested on everything, or I did stray for my Nethpot test, and then I think that's the main reason I got high tier 5. Even though I can just like beat high tier 4s and low tier 3s on MCPvP, where I have decent ping. And I tested on Legacy for SMP, because like I think, yeah, Metal MC was down for a little bit, or the North American one was down for a little bit. And I prefer Metal, but you know, you get what you can get. And plus, I really wanted to see, because I'm gonna do all of my retests on the exact same day. I'm gonna try to, but you know how the queues are. And like, I think, yeah, when I was doing my testing, it was like I'd sit in queue for a little bit, and then I get tested, and then but I would be so nervous because I'd spent like the past 30 minutes building up my nerves, and I get performance anxiety. Like I did choir a bunch when I was little, so like I'm good in front of crowds, right? But like God forbid I have like any expectations put on me whatsoever. You bet my ass is gonna get goobed by anxiety. And so like, especially with my axe test, I was like very unconfident in myself, because I don't play axe a lot. If you've seen my legacy statistics, because like I played a bunch when I was a shitter. I mean, I guess I am still a shitter kind of. But when I was playing, oh, I forgot I have coffee today. It's President's Day, so you know we're gonna be American. God bless. I missed that P crit, by the way. And so like I was like super nervous, and then I take my axe test, and I get trashed. Like I didn't think it was gonna go well. I'm not gonna lie. Like, oh, this is a low tier 5. Oh, I've played this guy before. Oh, I forgot my shield was disabled. Never mind. It doesn't matter. And so like I was all super nervous and everything, and um and then I fumbled so hard. I think, yeah, my tester was Nidaries, who was like a really nice person. They do most of the axe testing nowadays, I think, or the NA axe testing. And we fought, and I think I got beat like 15-1 or something like that. But it was nice, you know, they were nice. I know them from Mobberground streams, and like I have so many hours on Legacy. I know everyone who's a Legacy regular, basically. And I thought I had the pause. Yeah, there we go. Voice chat icons off. Options. I was gonna go turn off my chat because I don't really care about any of that right now. I'm grinding. And so yeah, I fumbled a bunch of my tier tests because of anxiety, and also like I think I did my crystal one last because the crystal queue is ridiculous. But I got high tier 5 in that, despite, you know, me being, I think, okay. Like I'm around, like I think I'm around high tier 4 to low tier 4 level, and I got high tier 5 on that because my tester like just knocked me around the place. I don't know. I think I enjoyed all the fights, especially the SMP fights. That guy does okay. Yeah, we're gonna turn off chat because I don't care. Chat settings, chat, commands only. There we go. I said, it's because I have feather on. There we go. No chat. We're free. We're free. And yeah, I kind of just got like thrown around a whole bunch. But I think I enjoyed all the fights because I don't really fight skilled players on the regular. I'll have to wait through like 4 or 5 fights before I find someone who's like actually good at the game. And that's another reason why it's really hard to improve on Legacy. It's because Legacy is mostly people who are terrible. I don't know why I'm gamer focusing on this guy. Or missing all my bow shots. Boo. Boo shots. I thought he was dead there. Oh, we hit 62 FPS, guys. Woohoo! And like my anxiety, I've just God's strongest anxiety. So, you know how it is. I forgot I had the short sword on. Yeah, I did fumble a bunch of my tier tests, but at the end of the day, I don't really care. Like, I think a bunch of the MCTIERS people are nice, and it's an okay community. Uh, a little, but it's not really something I aspire. Like, I don't. If I make like high tier 4s across the board, and that's it, and that's like all I do, I don't care. Like that would be enough for me. Is like 7 high tier 4 ranks, because like I grind PvP because I think PvP is fun, but like I don't want to have my entire ego being rested upon how good I am at the game. I love how that arrow went right through him. Also keep like I can shield stun on Legacy, but like as yeah, as soon as my ping gets higher than like 70, it gets kind of dicey for me. Ignore that horrible misplay I just made, by the way. I'm a terrible person, but it's okay. Oh, we could play a little bit of sword. That guy has ridiculous ping. This is not gonna be fun for me. Sword is another game mode where I like to have high FPS. Oh yeah, by the way, I think sword is one of my worst kits, but I made high tier 4 sword. By the way, sword looks awful on low FPS. Like, oh my god, that was ugly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll rush the next one. I'll rush the next one. What is this guy doing? Can he only combo because he has high ping? Probably. Oh, he's crit spamming. And he's lagging. Oh, and I think one of the reasons I got high tier 4 sword was because my tester, she was someone I've like fought a bunch previously on Legacy. I mean, no, on MCTIERS. Or the MCPvP. On normal guys. And like she's nice, I guess. She's nice enough to have given me a decent yeah, a decent score. You know, let's hop onto a server I can ramble better on. I don't want to play Hoplite right now. I'm kind of in a good mood. And Hoplite just makes me really agitated. Yeah, let's get on Legacy. By the way, I put on my like this mod, the health indicators mod, for my UHC test, which I also fumbled, by the way. But I think like that's one that's actually truly indicative of my skill, because I suck at utilities. All I can do is like I can't cobweb very well. I'm gonna be for real. I can't cobweb well. But if I get someone in a cobweb, I can drain their water with like the lava clicking technique. I'm pretty sure it's just called draining. I can do that. I can do that well, you know. But like if we look at my UHC stats on Legacy, 501 games, 73% win rate. That's like, I mean, I know how to play the game. I have like I know all the techniques, but I just don't have them down. And like the only, like that's my issue is I know all these techniques, I'm just not quick enough. And I think that's relevant to every game mode, except Netpot, which I do have all the techniques down, but I still managed to get high tier 5 because I got bullied for having high ping. Let's get on Axe. Who's online right now? Anyone I care about? No. I also have to get my screenshot for this video for the opener, and I'm gonna include my high tier 5 thing in it so everyone knows I'm terrible at the game. And like I'm gonna do all my testing. What is it? Like March 9th, which I think is a Saturday. So I'm gonna do all my testing then, and hopefully, or I just want to have high tier 4s across the board. So that's why I'm grinding Axe. I was grinding UHC the other day. Also because I want to play more Hoplite. Uh, but they removed the duos, and I forgot that the duos wasn't like gonna last forever. And yeah, just you know how it is. Yeah, I thought the duos was gonna be a permanent thing, and then I was gonna get like a couple of my friends to get into Hoplite, and it was gonna be great. Get away from me! Get away from me! Social distancing. We're in a pandemic, and yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't care that I underperformed across the board. I mean, it was kind of a hit to my ego, because like, you know, I'm Weeble underscore. I gotta be the best at everything. Real real gifted kid grind set. And yeah, like as long as I was pretty excited at the pot high tier 4 thing because I suck at diamond pot. Like I'd show you me playing diamond pot right now, but like my frames, guys. I mean, we could go into my resource packs and we could take off this. Yeah, we could try it now. I also have this mod that makes it so I can like play the game while my resource packs are loading. However, it my my frames just get even worse. So, oh, there we go. Anyways, our sword is now going to be a janky color or a janky shape again. I never understood like the short sword grind set. until like, because I played with short swords a little bit when I was starting out, because everyone else did too, and I thought they looked neater. But I'm like, who doesn't love having a big ass? Oh, this is my ping on Legacy. I was like, who doesn't like having a big ass sword? Like, look how ridiculous that is. That's so funny. But like, I think I do prefer the short swords for comboing. Did I miss that? I think I missed that. See, that stun saved us. So, like, I don't think I'm especially good at axe. I've played it 3,051 times, and it's just like it's not my favorite. I'm gonna be for real. It's not one of the kits I like. See, we can play a little bit of SMP, which I'm high tier for, and no, if I played a game of Sword, I'm gonna play a game of SMP. But the issue with that is like my frames are low. We'll fight this guy. I fought Planet Lord the other day, and I thought that was nice. Alright. You don't need Soul Speed, by the way. Or Soul Speed or Depth Strider if the kit doesn't have water in it. I'm an idiot, 1 second. Is there a punch on this bow? Nope. I feel a lot more comfortable playing dangerously in SMP kits. Because, like, I think I have a better sense of how high the health is on SMP. And I usually have... Am I... Oh, I can't do commands, so I can't look at a steer tagger. But it's okay. I'd prefer just having chat off because people get mean and I don't care. I think PvP is fun and it's a training server. You don't have to get all up in arms about how dog shit you are. Oh my my aim on low frames. I'm out of here, chat. Oh, I fucked up. It's okay, guys. Oh, you're hubris. Why would you play like that? It's okay. I don't mind. I think it's okay if I fumble and stumble a little bit. I'm using the wrong sword. There we go. Whoops. This guy's trying his best, but it's okay. I got the jank. I should have pearled. I should have aggro pearled, but it's okay. Well, I'm out of here. Zoink Scoob. Yeah, that's what you get. How dare you? How dare you play vaguely aggro against me? I do want to play. I want to play more Legacy, but I feel like the issue with Legacy is I don't get good enough from just running Legacy players. Like, oh, Dark Knight Aragon's on, but if I fight him on camera, like, I think he's untested, but he's like high tier 3 or low tier 2 in SMP. Like, that guy is redonkulous. but he just doesn't test. And I see him every day on Metal MC, and he just doesn't test. I don't understand. He's so good at the game, and I've been fighting him since I started out, and he's really good. Well, let's go on to MCPvP so I can get my screenshot. Oh, wait, we're gonna show you a game of Diamond Pot. This person's probably good at the game. Oh, no, never mind, it's Textras. This guy has one of the highest, like, on stray duels. He's played some of the, like one of the largest numbers of stray duels in comparison to any other player, and he's still low tier 5 in Sword. Like, I feel bad for this guy at that point, and every time we fight here on MCPvP, I roll him in Sword. I'm also getting a little greedy with my... We'll just eat while he runs, it doesn't matter. I don't know, it's really hard to get low tier 5 in anything. Like, as if you can't get low tier 5 in Crystal if you know how to totem, at least vaguely well. I think the important part is that he's trying his best. Did he? Oh, he repotted. Where's the skill like 5 minutes ago, man? Oh wait, whoops. We are kind of tossing him around like a rag doll, but it's okay. I have to make my viewers think I'm good at the game. I actually don't like Diamond Pot as a game mode. I think it's just unfun for me. But I might be too used to like netherite kits. I mean, it is good to have Diamond Pot skills, especially for SMPs. Oh, he's goobing me. My aim sucks on high frames. I do think I still have the pot advantage, so I don't mind. Crit spamming. Come on, man. I should have gone for the crit there. I think like the most dubious, like rude thing you can do in Diamond Pot is like eating on the other guy while you're right next to them. That was a little underwhelming. How many pots did he have? Like, none. Never mind. All right, 1 second. Let me get my screenshot out. Fatal death is in the way. Fine. Damn it. That guy's in a Muggum skin. There we go. That's perfection right there. God bless. Oh, I gotta finish ranting about medieval warfare before I end the video. Alright, so basically, everything was determined by how far an archer can shoot. And, archers, they can shoot pretty far. That's like their whole shtick. So essentially, like you can see this a bunch in like Roman phalanx and whatnot like that. But you want all of your men with like swords or spears to have a shield. I decided to yap too hard and now this guy's beating my ass. I also don't have a vanilla plus on, so I can't crossbow correctly. But anyways, like the battles they were all determined by, archers. And so basically, what you want, yeah, all of your guys have to have shields. And once they get to the other side, it'd be pretty baller. But I think most of, like, a lot of feudal warfare depended on sieging castles, right? And so basically, if you siege a castle, you're gonna starve them out. And so for that reason, a bunch of castles had like secret passages, like beneath them, so then the people inside could like weasel their way out. Fuck. And so what you would want to do is the Romans did this a bunch. They would build up like their own little walls around a castle, or like I think yeah Caesar did this one time. Is they built up a bunch of walls around this one castle, and then they goobed it from the outside and they starved it out. And like they had their own little shit set up. I lost that trade. This guy's good for a rando on MCPvP. After I finish recording, I'm probably gonna fight him with good FPS. Oh, oh, I'm fucked. And so basically, yeah, that they did that, and then one time the King of Scotland at the time, they were all like going around, they were having their fun, and they built like a huge ass catapult called the War Wolf. And what the War Wolf was is it was a giant catapult. It was I think it's the biggest catapult ever made. And they were going to use it to throw like humongous rocks at this castle because they were sieging it. And the people inside, they saw that they were gonna get dogged on by this guy and his giant catapult, and they were like, "All right, guys." Like this was like a week before it was done. They're like, "All right, guys, we're sorry. We're gonna die to that giant thing if we don't relent. So we give up. We surrender." And then the Chad King of Scotland at the time, he looked at them being like, "Guys, we give up." I lost that somehow. I'm pretty sure it's because I didn't load my crossbow all the way. And he's all like, "All right, guys, uh, if they try to get out, just kill them because I want to use this thing. I really want to use this, guys." And then so he commanded his soldiers to kill anyone who escaped, and then he finished it, and he was just tossing rocks at this castle. He just started chucking rocks at him. And if you've ever had a big ass rock chucked at your head, there's literally nothing you can do. And I love catapults. I love it when people do that. That's like super cool. What else about medieval warfare? Oh, Olga of Kiev. So this lady, Ukrainian lady, her husband dies, and like she gets a bunch of people are trying to like marry her for the throne. Oh, I know this guy. A bunch of people are trying to marry her for her like status now that she has a dead husband. And I forgot how, but like there was a bunch of like the city that she's trying to like bitch. She's trying to ruin the city. And they're trying to make like some deal with her. And she like part of the deal is she asks for all of like a bunch of pigeons, like live ass pigeons from the city. And she gets all these pigeons together and she has her army tie like what is it like sulfur and some other flammable shit to the pigeons. So then the pigeons fly back home because, as we all know, pigeons love going back home almost as much as autistic girls at the park. And so all these pigeons, they go back to their home and they're all like, "Damn, we should start a fire." And then the pigeons because they're attached to a bunch of flammable shit. They start a fire, and they burn down the entire city. These pigeons, because they're attached to some flammable shit, they burn down the whole city after they fly back. Like that's pretty baller. Also, if you've ever gone on r/shords, like ever, ah, I lost that somehow. I just got goobed. Everyone agrees that spears are a better weapon, but like I'm a big guy. I'm formally, same. Like I'm tall. If you've seen me in real life, I'm huge humongous, and I want to buy a sword, right? But the issue with that is like most swords are only like a little bit over a foot or like 2 feet in length. But I want something that's like guts berserk. And oh, this guy's gonna beat my ass. I want something that's like guts berserk, right? Oh, that guy's good. So I was looking into great swords, right? And like swords, contrary to popular belief, are not that heavy. Like the heaviest sword is only like the heaviest used sword in history is only like 10 pounds. My cat's heavier than 10 pounds. My cat's like 2 of those swords, and I pick him up every day because he's a big guy. And so I was looking at great swords to buy, and I want something that's like a claymore in length. I want something that's at least 5 feet. Because imagine having a giant fucking sword strapped to my back. Look, I live in a state with the most lax open carry laws you could possibly imagine. I could walk around in public with a giant sword, and no one would care. I mean, people would be like, "Holy shit, that guy has a giant sword." But like, the cops couldn't do anything about it, especially if I had like a giant sword permit. That has to be a thing, especially in my state. Fuck, I lost to a low tier 4. I hate this game. So I get this big ass sword, right? Like, and it's only gonna because most people want katanas, and so katanas are like way overpriced, especially the shitty ones that you can find in the mall. How did I miss that? And so basically, I'm gonna get this big ass sword, and I'm gonna walk around with it. And I know how to use a sword a little bit. It's not that it's not rocket fucking science. I mean, if you want to tell me the science of fucking a rocket in the comments, I don't care. I mean, actually, I do care because that's kind of a weird thing for you to know about as a person, and they definitely shouldn't allow you to work at NASA. This guy's getting goobed. This guy's getting penetrated from 30 feet away. Oh wait, one last thing before I wrap up this video is development of medieval warfare I talked about, tier testing I talked about. Um what else? Oh, I'm I'm like 80% sure she doesn't watch these videos. But there's this girl at school that I talked about like going out with the other day, or the other video I recorded. And so we went to the park yesterday, and we painted. And something you should know is I'm awful at painting and drawing. Like I can write, I'm a little essayist if I do say so myself. Painting, drawing, everything that requires like any amount of artistic skill is something I'm not going to be good at. Like I am so bad at drawing. And she's over here, I didn't paint for like I painted for an hour, and then I spent like another hour just watching her paint and talking to her, cuz like A, I like to talk to her, I'm normal, and B, she's good at painting, guys. And it's so endearing. It's so endearing. If I mess this up, I'm not gonna upload for like 6 months. No one's gonna see me for 6 months, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm just gonna be like high tier one in everything, because I threw my life away. I missed that last sword strike. Like, oh my god. If things go well, I'll continue to yap about it in a future video. Hopefully she doesn't watch all these just to hear me yap. I don't know. I don't know women. I just work here, guys. I'm just a guy. It is going well though. We did oodles of talking. I took my screenshot for this thumbnail, right? Alright guys, I think that's gonna be the video. Uh Please like and subscribe. I have to feed my wife and kids. Woohoo!